Can't wait for the Egg Bowl this Thanksgiving. I'm Bailey Pulliam, and there was a different Egg Bowl played this past weekend.
Many may think this is just a baseball. I'm Hannah Doherty, but for Ethan Small, this is life.
You've got mail. I'm Keaton Phillips with more on the new change that will affect all MSU students' email accounts.
Good afternoon and welcome to Take 30 News. Our first story today, all MSU student email addresses will soon become a little more complicated.
And it's something that I think a lot of students will be talking about. They have mixed feelings regarding the idea and the issue. Take 30's Keaton Phillips has more live. Keaton, what can we expect?
Thanks, Amber. With this new system, all student email addresses will change. The Student Association ran an online poll giving students the option to say what their preference of all the choices would be. So instead of netid@msstate.edu, the new choices were netid@student.msstate.edu, netid@dogs.msstate.edu, netid@1878.msstate.edu, and netid@maroon.msstate.edu. The poll has ended, but the Student Association has not released the results. I talked with some students, and they don't feel the same way about it.
What's the point in adding another word?
What'd you say?
It's just adding another word?
Yeah.
But what's the point in that?
msstate.edu is just so simple. I mean, it's sweet and to the point. It tells you where you go to school. I mean, if you ever send it to people, they know you're a student. It just makes sense.
It's going to be a big change for people who have already got enough changes, enough things to learn and memorize, enough things to worry about, that I don't really see the point in it.
But some students do not anticipate this change necessarily being a bad thing.
I like it because you can tell the difference between the different emails, such as like teachers, because like it's hard to, differentiate from some of the teachers.
It's a bit of a burden, especially when it comes to typing it out for other people, but I don't think it would ultimately be that much of a change.
It says there was no singular issue prompting this change, more so several smaller technical reasons. They said the most important of these was to help differentiate from student email addresses and faculty email addresses. Amber?
Thank you, Keaton. This will be a gradual change, however. ICS does not have a time frame. They say both domains will work to give students some time to transition.
Mississippi State University's National Strategic Planning and Analysis Research Center will receive a $200,000 grant to help fight against the opioid crisis. The grant will be used in efforts to prevent opioid abuse, treat addiction, and help law enforcement. The project will help 67 rural counties in Mississippi and 2 other eligible counties. According to a 2018 report by Mississippi Bureau of Narcotics, the most opioid prescriptions are being provided in rural counties in the state. The report said the increase in overdose deaths is related to the fact that 81% of Mississippi counties meet the HRSA definition of rural. The report gives a strong indication that the opioid crisis will turn into a statewide epidemic if a plan is not in place soon. Starkville aldermen approved a bid to begin placing Pleasant Acres sewer and water infrastructure Tuesday night. The $981,000 construction bid is from 4D Construction in Louisville and will involve replacing infrastructure of about 100 homes in the subdivision. Starkville Utilities General Manager Terry Kemp said the next step will be to meet with contractors and begin planning, according to the Starkville Daily News. The project contract requires all construction to be completed within 180 days. Kemp said the next infrastructure replacements are Green Oaks and Rolling Hills. Oktibbeha County will completely pave Longview Road soon after getting permission from the Office of State Aid. The road connects highways 12 and 25. Originally, only a section of each end of the road would be paved, but the road was reclassified, allowing the $1.8 million project budget to be used to pave the entire 3.77 miles.
Coming up, how to stay healthy this flu season. You're watching Take 30 News.
A baby's arrival can be one of the most exciting times in a family's life. It can also be one of the most anxious, especially if the child's development is hindered by medical challenges that create more questions than answers. At Mississippi State University, we're groundbreakers in the study of CHARGE syndrome, a genetic condition that leads to a host of life-threatening birth defects. Our research teams are uncovering breakthroughs in treatment and prevention with a goal of greater understanding that leads to better care. We're also providing crucial support resources for parents and helping physicians around the globe gain awareness so symptoms can be detected and addressed earlier. By engaging in this innovative analysis and therapy, we're not only improving outcomes, we're unlocking brighter futures.
Welcome back to Take 30 News. Fall is finally here, but that means flu season is too. Take 30's Mallory Bird shows us how to stay healthy.
During this time of the year, the most common place to catch it is on college campuses. But some people don't get the flu nor the shot.
Never gotten a flu shot vaccine because I don't necessarily trust them, and I haven't had the flu in a very long time, so I don't see the need to get one.
But others make it an annual priority.
I do get a flu shot every year, and I do believe it helps me avoid the flu.
To help avoid it all, posters have been put up that look just like this.
The sign reads, "Get a flu shot. If you do get sick, wear a mask. Wash your hands. Cover your cough or sneeze with your arm, not with your hand, and stay home if you're sick." As for Dallas Brock, he hopes he can keep his healthy streak going. This is Mallory Bird reporting for Take 30 News.
The Longa Student Health Center on campus will be hosting flu clinics each Tuesday for the remainder of October from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. October is Campus Sustainability Month at MSU, and the university has been celebrating all week. There have been events all week, starting with the ribbon cutting for the MSU Community Garden. Tuesday, there was a panel discussion about global climate change, followed by a recycling store on Wednesday. Upcoming events at the end of this week include a showing of the movie The Lorax on the drill field and a Keltopo Creek cleanup. For full details about Green Week, you can visit www.sustainability.msstate.edu.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, what all counts as cheating? Find out on Take 30 News. Stay with us.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day, so that you can prepare for your day.
The Educational Testing Service discovered that 41% of Americans and 34% of college officials considered academic cheating a serious issue. Mississippi State has its own repercussions for students who violate the honor code. My colleague Amber Dodd has more.
We are abided by it once we are admitted to Mississippi State University. We say it at our freshman convocations, and it's on every single syllabus we'll see in classes we take at Mississippi State University. It's our honor code, something that we have to abide by while chasing our academic degrees.
The honor code reads, as a Mississippi State University student, I will conduct myself with honor and integrity at all times. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor will I accept the actions of those who do. MSU says freshmen and seniors violated the most. Quizlet, a popular study website, claiming to enhance study methods, has removed tools used to cheat, like test banks. MSU students who violate the honor code visit their office in the YMCA building. Some will meet Emily Pyron, a graduate assistant. She says students are unaware of common violations.
What we have is complicity, which is like helping another student. So a lot of times that's like with, if your friend's like, hey, will you scan me into class? I'm like, not going today. And most people are just like, yeah, I'll scan you in. So the one that, gave their ID, of course, gets called in for academic fraud, but then the student that scanned in their friend's ID gets caught for complicity, which is also a violation.
Sophomore business information student Jay Hill broke the rules by helping a fellow student with coding homework. Hill was a first-time offender and received a 0 for an assignment. He said he learned his lesson and hopes others don't make the same mistake.
Sometimes I feel like it's one of those classes where you just can't always just learn from your teacher. Like, you have to get help from your peers, and I feel like peer teaching is way better than just regular teaching.
As long as the honor code stands, students are expected to work hard with integrity, honor, and excellence. I'm Amber Dodd with Take 30 News.
MSU hosts academic integrity seminars every month, and the next one is Friday, November 16th from 2 to 4 p.m. It will be held in Mitchell Memorial Library. For more information, students can visit msstate.libcal.com/calendar/events.
Niche released its 2019 college rankings, and Mississippi State got an A. The university was ranked the #1 college in the state, with Ole Miss coming in second. MSU is also ranked nationally. The university ranked 16th for Best College for Agricultural Sciences, 44th for Best College Athletics, and 52nd for Top Public Universities in America. The title for Best Party School went to Tulane University, while Brown University claimed Best Professors. Niche ranked Massachusetts Institute of Technology as the #1 school in America. Niche rankings are compiled after reviewing data from the U.S. Department of Education and over 30 million college reviews and surveys.
Coming up, a baseball player's road to recovery.
And what Coach Moorhead is most excited about as the Bulldogs hit the road this weekend. Take 30 Sports is next.
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day. so that you can prepare for your day.
It takes dedication and perseverance for athletes to bounce back from injuries, and Ethan Small was recently put to this test.
Mississippi State's going to counter with Ethan Small, who will draw the opening College World Series start, the left-hander out of Lexington, Tennessee.
Omaha was a really interesting experience. It's the first time we've gone as a program in 5 years. I got to start the first game in Omaha against Washington through 7 shutout innings. We ended up walking off in the bottom of the ninth. Playing in front of a crowd of 30,000 people in any environment is pretty special, and I was really happy we got to be a part of that.
Small coming into the ball game, looking for his 100th strikeout, 99 strikeouts in 79 2/3 innings. On the pitch, struck him out swinging. He got Applin, and that says 100th strikeout of the season.
But a year before all this excitement, Ethan Small fought his own battle with a potential career-ending surgery. Small had to undergo Tommy John surgery on his left arm.
Ethan Small pitches a delightful ball game. All 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, giving up 1 run, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk.
My biggest challenge in my life to this point has been the elbow injury I encountered my true sophomore year. I missed an entire 1.5 years with that injury, and stayed here every summer working out and rehabbing it, and it took a lot of hard work and perseverance to get back healthy enough to throw a ball, let alone succeed in the SEC.
What kind of what?
Something you learn to deal with, and you have to really stay on top of yourself and make sure you're doing everything you do to get better every day.
This surgery may have been an obstacle in Ethan's baseball career, but it is one that ended with success. Small has gained strength in his left arm and support throughout this process. This redshirt junior fought for his starting position for the Diamond Dogs. In his first season off of surgery, Ethan carried his team to Omaha and finished the season with 122 strikeouts and 18 starts. Ethan Small overcame significant adversity and looks forward to his last year here at State.
I think anybody who's had that surgery would tell you that there are days you go out to do your rehab throwing and you think that you'll never throw a ball again, that you'll never be able to compete at the level you were competing at again. And I'm just really thankful to have surpassed my expectations for myself, and definitely just go out there and prove to be one of the top pitchers in the SEC.
Small will be a starting pitcher for the Mississippi State Bulldogs for this upcoming season, and he is expected to be drafted in the MLB next year. From the diamond to the gridiron, the MSU football team will play on the road this week. The Bulldogs will travel to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to face the LSU Tigers on Saturday. The Bulldogs are currently ranked 22nd in the nation and had their bye week last week. The Tigers are 4-0 at home and are 5th ranked team in the country after upsetting the then number 2 Georgia Bulldogs last weekend. LSU has won 85 of their last 86 home games, and Saturday will be Coach Joe Moorhead's first visit to Death Valley. He said he is excited to see what kind of atmosphere the fans at Tiger Stadium create, saying, quote, "They're into the game and they're going to make it a challenging atmosphere. I think that's the thing I'm most excited for." Saturday's kickoff is set for 6 p.m. Central Time. The MSU Golf Course has made a new hire for their golf professional position here in Starkville, and the town has a lot to look forward to.
The MSU Golf Course opened as the first golf course in Starkville. The course is home to the school's professional golf management program. Adam Scott was one of those students back in 2003, but now he calls Starkville home as the new head golf professional at the MSU course. But what exactly is a head golf professional?
A head golf professional really wears a lot of hats when it comes to managing an entire facility, because you're part golf instructor, you're part tournament operator, you're part supervisor and staff trainer, you're part HR department, you're part event coordinator, part merchandiser, and part accountant. So there's a lot of different parts to being a head golf professional at a golf course.
So tell me a little bit about your training programs you have going on here at the MSU course.
So every Monday we have a beginner golf clinic that's for all ages, all abilities. Don't even need golf clubs, just show up. It's in the evenings, and we teach you this great game. On Tuesdays, we have a junior golf camp that's for ages about 8 to 13. It's a beginner to intermediate camp. On Wednesdays, we have an advanced clinic that's for adults that kind of teaches a different shot every week, something unique that an advanced player would didn't know how to do. On Thursdays, we have a after-school program for high school students that are trying to play high school golf. And then on Sundays, we have a junior camp that's called the Little Chippers, which is for ages 3 to 5, and it's just for really true beginners that are trying to get into the game, and we want to teach them as well.
You're talking all about your training program. I was wondering if maybe you could teach me a little bit of golf.
Absolutely. So this right here is what we call an open stance, okay? And as we hit this shot, we want the ball to be played on our big toe here, okay? And then we want to lean this handle forward, lean the grip end forward this way, okay? And then we'll basically just make a swing that's very simple, and we keep this going forward the whole time. So we swing back and keep this in front of the head, okay? So pretty simple there. Keep the hands in front, okay? Nothing with the wrist, okay? We just want to kind of turn and do that, okay?
Okay. Oh goodness.
All right.
Back
So
foot.
let's see. Yep, right there.
A little further.
A little bit. Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Oh goodness. It's sweaty.
Okay, good.
And then
This, yep, that goes forward, okay? And then we're really just gonna make a swing where the club's gonna come back to about here, and then this stays forward the whole time, okay? And then we turn, nothing with the wrist, and then hit down, okay? Kind of down on it, okay? You wanna hit just a little bit of grass, okay?
That always scares me. All right. So try it.
Good, perfect. Awesome. That was actually really good. That was really good.
Oh yeah.
So now we're on the putting green, okay? And when we putt, we're looking at navigating two things: how hard to hit it, and then what direction it will actually go. And so we've got to figure out how hard do we need to hit it. Well, how hard we hit it is how far we take the putter back, okay? So that would be very far, this would be very little. So, and the other thing with putting as well, we want to make sure, just like with chipping, no wrists, okay? We want to keep this triangle pretty good and keep it working that way with just our shoulders, not our hands and wrist, okay? I'm just waiting for this epic high five that's going to come out after this one goes in. Go in.
Yes.
Golf is a life passion, and Adam is thankful to be able to return back to what he calls and feels like home.
My journey all the way through here started here in Starkville, started here. I used to work here as a student employee in college, so to be able to now run a facility that had such an impact on me in my life is something I'm truly blessed, and my wife and I are truly blessed to now call Starkville home, and hopefully for quite a while.
Hopes for making the MSU golf course one of the best teaching and playing courses in Mississippi. We'll be right back after the break.
In
We all depend on accurate weather forecasts to plan our day. That's why Mississippi State University is teaching students to forecast the future using real-world news sets as classrooms, putting scientific discoveries in meteorology to the test, while honing on-air reporting skills real-time with local TV stations. And we do it so well that at any given moment across the country, 1 in 3 weather forecasts are being delivered by MSU-trained meteorologists who are helping people make crucial decisions that impact their safety, working to ensure business continuity, and in many cases, saving lives. Predicting the future? That's what we're preparing for every single day, so that you can prepare for your day.
Welcome back. Tornado activity is increasing in Mississippi and other states along the Mississippi River, says this recent study, according to the NPA Journal. Climate and atmospheric science tornado activity is shifting farther and farther east. There has been a slight decrease in activity in the Great Plains, and the study looked at changes since 1979 across the country. Scientists say they are not certain why these changes are still occurring. Well,
that's all the time we have for tonight. I'm Bailey Pulliam.
And I'm Amber Dodd, and please don't forget tonight that we do have a soccer game tonight.
Have a soccer game tonight. Feel free to follow us on our social media at Take 30 News at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep up to date on stuff that we have going on there and for little snippets of upcoming news shows. Our sister station will be back Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and for our two faces here, you'll see us next Thursday, 4 o'clock. Can't wait to see you then.
Have a good night.